by Naoma Cabello. She had a season-high 46 assists in the last game for NC State, a win over Miami, 10 better than her previous best. And then you look down the line to Jada Allen, someone who tallied her 400th career block in the first matchup with SMU this season. For the Mustangs, Celia Cullen tied her season high with 5 blocks in the Mustangs win over Florida State on Wednesday. And Nia Chimay, she's had double-digit kills in 3 of the last 4, but can she thrive against this NC State team today? Big question, as the Wolfpack held her to 8 kills in the previous meeting out in Raleigh. NC State will get started with the aforementioned Jada Allen at the service line, one of 6 seniors who were honored on Wednesday in their home finale. Also a flower presentation before this final road game of the Wolfpack regular season. Very nice of SMU to honor those seniors in addition to their own. Ellie Bolton among those playing their final regular season game as a Mustang tonight. All those tear-filled senior night ceremonies are after the game tonight. Celia Cullen will be part of that. No time for tears right now. Alex, it's all about focus on the task at hand.
And I think that is all part of head coach Sam Erger's plan, and the reason why she does that recognition after the game is because she said we have one thing at task tonight, and that's to win, and we want to focus on that first and then celebrate after.
Bolton puts it in play with a 2-0 Mustang lead. That one sailing wide of the line. Mustangs have scored the first 3.
Chris, something that I hope to see tonight from this NC State team is them just to settle inside of themselves. I know they know that the stakes are very high, but they're going to have to remain that composure throughout the whole game if they want a chance against SMU Mustangs.
Mustangs 3, Wolfpack nothing. First set. NC State going back to work with Big Red from the right side. Dug out, a chance for Maya Tabron. Too strong. Nope, off hands. The call comes. Point goes to SMU. It's 4-0.
That was a great attack by Maya Tabron. You could see that she was looking for those high hands, especially with that wrist away that she has.
And initially, I thought
the original call is touch. Point SMU. NC State is challenging that there was no touch on. Upon review, there's no touch on the block. The call will be reversed. Point and ball goes to NC State. NC State retains their challenge.
As we expected, Coach Slabay wins the challenge. Point goes to the Wolfpack, and SMU's lead is now 3-1. Good challenge early. Here's Cabello. led NC State with 29 assists in the initial matchup between these teams 8 days ago. Go to the back row, and the block is on for SMU, but a continuation, and back to Big Red. Foster and Tabron teaming up. Point continues, and a little too strong on the Wolfpack attack. SMU's lead is 3 points, and we take a look at our keys to the match.
NC State is 4th in the ACC in service aces. They definitely are going to need to use their strength tonight to get the SMU team out of system. Along with that, they also need to keep their team composure because a lot is on the line for them. They need to make sure they stay composed and don't overcompensate just to play clean volleyball. As far as SMU, they need to run the middles because they've been extremely efficient, both having double-doubles in previous games. They need to run them to keep the load off of the pins. Also, NC State is very pin-heavy, so slowing down their pins will be critical to disturbing their offense.
Amanda Rice with another kill, hitting it off of Foster.
That was a great high hands from Amanda Rice.
4-2 Mustangs. Celia Cullen back to Foster.
And I think Celia Cullen is already doing a great job distributing that ball to the middles early in this game. She wants to take a little bit of the load off of the pins, knowing that last time Nia Shimei did not get that double-double that she's known to have. So she's going to hone in on the middles to try to distribute her offense.
Here's Maya Tabron, one of 3 SMU players who was drafted into PVF earlier this week. Ava Brazard denied, back over a joust. NC State will have another opportunity. Go to the back row for Courtney Bryant. Can't get that one in.
I think we've already seen this in this first set, is that a lot of these rallies are already super long tonight. I think that's because this NC State team and the SMU Mustangs are very alike in a lot of areas, so we should expect to see that tonight.
Tabron with her team leading 6-2. Ava Brazard going down the line. Her first kill.
That was a great line shot.
NC State looking to improve its tournament resume. They know the committee has this game on in the room right now. One of very few still ongoing tonight. In fact, there was only one other match that starts later than this one.
I think that was a great ball by Celia Cullen, but just like in the previous matchup that we saw between SMU and NC State, they are honed in on Nia Shimei.
Allen and Brazard credit for the block assist. Now to James Wheeler. Kept off the floor. Foster battling with Jada Allen, and Allen wins that one.
Jada Allen leads the team in blocks, and this is a reason why. She is just so disciplined with her eyes. The timing on a joust has to be quite perfect for you to win it.
Here's Sky Stokes. 3 aces against Miami in Wednesday's win. Cullen feeding Foster high and off the scoreboard, but Wolfpack still have a chance. James Wheeler again. Too strong in front of the NC State bench. Tied at 6.
Right now, I think we're seeing some uncharacteristic errors from this SMU team. The NC State team is doing a great job of staying composed. They were starting off down, but now making their way back. I think it's rattling the SMU Mustangs a little bit.
3 consecutive points scored by NC State. James Wheeler trying to end the skid. Cannot do it as Jada Allen and Amanda Rice team up, a couple of seniors.
That was such a monstrous block by Jada Allen. You can see her eyes here. She committed to the outside because she saw that it was an out-of-system ball, and her timing was quite perfect. Number 17, Amanda Rice.
Only 2 members of this senior class who have been with the red and white their entire career. The other 4 came in later on in their collegiate journey. Jada Allen, the first recruit for Lucas LeBay. Nia Shimei on the attack. Point goes to NC State, working it on defense. That is now 6 consecutive points scored by the Wolfpack.
That is already their third block out of 8 points. They're being extremely disciplined right now and waiting on those balls so that they can really attack the block.
Too strong. Mustangs finally get back on the scoreboard, pull the deficit just 1 point. Here's Natalie Foster, the best ever at the service line for SMU, 63 aces, setting a single season record. Let's go, Pat. Send it to Rice, perfect placement in that far corner.
That was a great attack by Rice. She saw the open area on the court, and it was towards the setter, but deep. She knew that that was going to be the seam between Natalie Foster and Celia Cullen, and that was a place, honestly, to attack when you have a middle serving.
Long on service. NC State with an adjusted RPI of 39. Their cumulative strength of schedule is up to 33 now. The top 50 wins, that might be the bugaboo and what the committee could look at to potentially exclude the Wolfpack. Looking to add a big one today, but James Wheeler trying to make sure that does not happen.
For you to go up and time that correctly with a solo block is extremely tough, especially on a middle slide. James Wheeler was extremely disciplined on that, making sure that she reached inside of the court so she didn't get tooled.
Chimay puts it in play. 9-9 is our score. Dumped over, but Chimay keeps it alive. From the back row, it's Bryant. Cullen to Okamore, her first kill.
Again, you can really see Celia Cullen distributing this offense early in the game to make sure that that block cannot hone in onto the outside hitters. NC State's block is doing extremely well, especially early in this set. So she needs to make sure that she gives the middles enough attacks to spread out that offense.
And with
the original call was
points.
point SMU. NC State is challenging that the ball.
Really, it's one game and you're out. This is when you want to be playing the best, and the team chemistry needs to be on top.
Review is complete. Get the call.
Upon review, the call will stand. Point SMU. NC State loses their challenge.
Mustangs keep it 10-9 in favor of the home team. And Nia Chimay will go back to serve. She was drafted in the second round by the PVF's Grand Rapid Rise, 13th overall. Chimay, Foster, and Tabron all heading to the next level. Selected in the pro draft this week. Can't keep that one off the floor, though. Point goes to the Wolfpack, and we're tied again now at 10.
One thing I'm really loving from the Wolfpack is that they are really trying to make some different type of attacks. They're already pulling out their tools just to keep SMU on their heels.
Sydney Daniels will head back to the line. Coach LeBay loves the way Daniels pursues every ball. A lot of gnarly plays, but no one is going to keep that off the floor. It's Okamore again.
And Nadie Okamore with conviction. One thing I love about head coach Sam Erger, when she talks about her, she says that when she came in, she was known for her blocking, but I think we've seen as of late, she's not to play around with her hitting as well.
First career double-double in this building 15 days ago for Okamore. Did it against Miami. Cullen all alone sends it back.
And that takes a certain type of discipline to make sure that you get a solo block by yourself. Celia Cullen knew that her middle hitter was not there, especially for that block. Since the ball was tight, Nadie Okamore went up to make sure that the setter didn't dump, and she just pressed in at the right time.
Coming off a match where she had her season high 5 blocks against Florida State. Now Cullen on the attack. Dug out by Stokes. Now a chance for Big Red. Gets it down. And immediately SMU players calling for the challenge card. All Coach Erger could do was smile, because that was unanimous from every single Mustang on the floor. Pull it out right now.
As soon as that ball hit the floor, you could see all 6 people on the court turn around and immediately scream
The original
out.
call is in, point NC State. SMU is challenging that the ball was out.
3 reviews in this match before we hit our first break.
We see what the record is for that, because both teams right now are seriously fighting for their life with the challenge system.
Looks long at
Upon
first
review,
glance.
the ball is out. Point SMU. SMU retains their challenge.
By far the shortest review of the 3, and SMU gets the point. All smiles on that SMU bench. Here's James Wheeler. 1,000 career digs, 1,000 career kills for the senior. Light touch, Okemore keeps it alive. Now Cullen to Tabron, met by the block. Cabello alongside Allen.
This NC State block right now is really putting it down, not giving SMU very many options. I will say I do think that ball was a little tight from Celia Cullen to Maya Tabron, so she tried to just go off the block, but SMU was not able to recover it.
Allen putting it in play with her team trailing by 2. Ellie Bolton gets it to Tabron. Lily Cropper was there.
Again, that NC State block right now is undeniable. SMU needs to try to pull some different tools out of their toolbox and going high hands, because they are being extremely disciplined.
Cropper had 5 blocks on Wednesday when NC State beat Miami. A huge win for their potential tournament resume. That one goes long, but Miami 33 in RPI. Add that to wins against North Carolina, who was 27. South Florida was receiving votes in the AVCA top 25 when NC State beat them. Some quality bullet points as the committee has a tough call to make on NC State and several other teams that are on the bubble.
Rice with her 3rd kill of the night, like we said, for the player of the game. They're definitely going to be looking to her because she doesn't make very many errors. All she is going to do is help this team.
3 kills now for Rice. Cullen to Foster. Scopes keeps it up. Now Rice dug out by Wheeler, and Cullen feeds Tabron. Knocked back over by Foster, and she knocks it down.
Foster got an opportunity to make that block, and then NC State just happened to pass it over, and she absolutely dominated with that kill.
Mustangs. She wanted to come here and build, Alex. That was a big deal. Didn't need to be part of an established program.
That's huge, especially for a student athlete to come in and just really buy into that vision that a new head coach has. Head coach Sam Erger said she really respects that about Cullen.
Back to action, and NC State picks up the point to pull within 1. Amanda Rice up to 4 kills on 9 swings, hitting .333. Courtney Bryant will serve. Cousin of James Wheeler on the other side. It's at Tabron. Now Natalie Foster. Things are getting a little chilly inside Moody Coliseum.
That's Natalie Foster's 3rd kill of the night. Head coach Sam Erger said that she's one of those players that can really hit any ball, and we can see it here with the slide. Her arm swing is just so fast.
2-point SMU lead. Miss hit on the service reception, and a free ball for the Mustangs. Tabron to Cullen to Wheeler. Dug out on the other side. Over by Brizard. Brooke Frazier setting up jams. Met by the block, but Frazier there to keep it up. Getting it to Brizard again, but Foster's there alongside Chimay. A couple of pro draft picks teaming up on the block. Back-to-back selections in the PVF draft this past week. Chimay
had this year. I mean, it's arguably one of the best volleyball conferences in strength, so that should definitely help them when they look at strength of schedule.
The latest projection from NCAA.com shows 8 ACC teams into the postseason. North Carolina State in that projection was out, but that was released prior to the Wolfpack's win over Miami on Wednesday. Adding that to the resume, and now potentially what you can do here in Dallas would make all the difference. A lot of motivation for the Wolfpack as Rice gets her 6th kill.
That's a great cross-body attack by Rice with that left hand. That's something that's so hard to do, and she just executes it perfectly.
Sky Stokes stepping back. You may be familiar with her normally in the number 9 jersey. Had to make a switch to 19 today. The grad student from Wellsville, Ohio, transferred from West Virginia. Chimay can't get it past Lazard, but SMU has another chance with Jams Wheeler. Right back to Big Red, but dug out. Long pass to Wheeler. Able to tool the block as that one goes flying past the baseline.
Chris, one thing you can see tonight from both of these teams is just the aggressiveness behind these attacks. As far as the blocks, you can see them going really deep, as well as the passes going really high.
Here's Foster, soon to be teammate of our teammate, Chanel Brandschreiber, libero for the Orlando Valkyries. Foster picked by them in the 2nd round in the PVF draft. Here's Chimay knocking it down. Her 1st kill on the day on her 4th attack.
Chimay was able to see that the block was a little bit inside, and she just attacked that outside hand and was able to get that cross-court hit.
We know Chanel is tuned in today, already down in Orlando, training for the PVF season. Here's Rice, little too low. Okamore was there. Now whether Okamore got the block or that's an attack error, we'll have to see the replay. Mustangs get into the red zone, a 20-15 lead. Scored the last 3. Just do the work in front of you and worry about Sunday when it arrives.
He said there is not much to talk about going into this game. He wants their team to make sure that they are just keeping an eye on what's ahead, and that's that game tonight and not that tournament prediction.
Racing over towards the bench, alive. Allen with a gnarly play, as Coach LeBay likes to say, but SMU able to counter and get the point to go up by 6.
That's a great kill by Jams Wheeler. We've seen a couple of cross-court attacks from her earlier in this set. Now you can see her trying to go off of those high hands and find those holes in the defense.
NC State defines gnarly play as sprinting towards the bleachers, diving towards signage, heading towards the bench, hitting the ball over the net from the ground. All things the Pack will do, whatever it takes to keep a rally going. Now on the attack, Brizard, nothing there. Chimay hitting it off hands and down.
That is a great decision by Celia Cullen, because both of the off blockers were in to kind of take that tip. She knew that both Jams Wheeler and Nadie Okamore did not have that runway, so Chimay was the person who was called forward, and she really attacked it.
22-15 is the Mustang advantage. SMU winners of their last 9. Bad pass, able to be sent over by Brizard. Now here's Wheeler. NC State able to keep that one going thanks to Martina Leoniak. Look at that extension from Nadie Okamore.
And one thing that you can see from her teammates right now are pointing to their brains like that is a smart play, and that is what SMU is going to have to continue to do throughout the night, especially as NC State was establishing their block so early in the game.
The Queen, 6'4", grad student from right here in the Metroplex. She went to Hebron High School in Carrollton. NC State still fighting. SMU with Natalie Purdue into the match.
when we talked to head coach Sam Erger earlier this week, she talked about how Purdue has been called upon multiple times this season, and pretty much every time that she's come in, she has been extremely clutch for this team. And I think that's exactly what we saw there.
She knew her role would change this year, but still super enthusiastic and ready for her moments. A big one there. Set point, and exactly how you would want to end it if you're the Mustangs, with the best ever at the service line. American, and that is translated here to the ACC with SMU in year one around the Atlantic Coast Conference for the Stangs. Mustangs get point one of set two as that one goes wide.
Bryant is struggling early in this game. She's hitting -500, 0 kills, 4 errors.
James Wheeler on service. Okamore and Cullen able to keep that one going and get it to Tabron from Frazier. Courtney Bryant with some heat.
And just as I said it, she will have her first kill of the game. She definitely needs to get her confidence up so she can feel confident to get those aggressive swings in like she did just now and get that 2 off the block.
Double-figure kills, 5 of the last 6 matches. That includes 14 against the Mustangs. Service goes wide. Back over to SMU. Lucas LeBay, part of a national championship team as a student athlete back in 2001 for the BYU Cougars. Big Red on the attack. Team leading 6 kills for her. That's the best of any student athlete on either side.
I think Cabello is doing a great job of finding Rice wherever she is on the court, whether that's front row or back row. And she's doing a great job of making sure that she's efficient and taking advantage of every single opportunity she gets.
Cullen, long pass to Tabron. Stokes setting up Rice, but Tabron and Foster are there to knock it to the other side.
If I was this SMU Mustangs team, I might cheat a little over to Rice's side, considering she is one of the players that is dominating for NC State right now.
Straight at Foster to send it back. 3-2 the SMU lead, and Casey Badenhorst enters. 15 aces for her on the season, none on the latest 3-match road swing for SMU. Back here in Dallas to close out the regular year. Off hands and out, point to NC State as Ava Brizard goes on the attack.
You can tell that Brizard went up with the mentality that she just needed to be super aggressive, and sometimes if the block isn't set up in enough time and penetrating over the net, they'll get that tool.
Here's Rice among opposites. She's ranked top 15 nationally in kills per set. Seeing that on display here. Off the net and out. The antenna comes falling off on the other side with the force of Rice's swing there.
It will look like the coach is trying to get a replay.
Hard off the tape. Antenna comes falling. Got to make sure that is secure going forward.
Thank God it didn't whack anyone.
Natalie Foster giving some instruction on how to make sure that is done properly. Imagine she's done that a time or two.
Hey, in club and high school, you are always thought that you were supposed to put those nets up and take them down. So I'm sure she's got a lot of reps with how to deal with that antenna.
Everything good now, ready to continue. Quick turnaround for the Moody Coliseum staff here. The SMU women's basketball team played here last night. A dominant win over UT Arlington. Lady Mavs had won the last 4 in that series. Mustangs finally able to knock off the squad from the WAC. Long and a point to the Mustangs. Big weekend all around on the hilltop here, Alex. Women's basketball winning last night over UT Arlington. SMU football.
The original call was out, point SMU. NC State is challenging that there was a touch on the block.
We get another challenge from Coach LeBay, but the Mustang football team winning
NC State loses their challenge.
Mustangs keep the point, and it was, in fact, an attack error by Brazard. SMU 5, NC State 3. As the Wolfpack is fighting for its life. SMU is confident they're going to be hosting the first and second round next weekend, while NC State can't really breathe much here. They don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Firmly on the bubble. Built up that resume this week with a win over Miami. Naomi Cabello dumping it over, looked good, but the call goes to SMU. What happened here, Alex?
It seems like the ref called a lift on that. Personally, I don't see it being a lift, but interesting call.
6-3. Mustangs over the Wolfpack. Maya Tabron sends it into play. Sky keeps it up. Now over to Brazard. Chance for Jams Wheeler. Blocked by the Wolfpack. It's Cabello alongside Allen.
And you can see her face right there. It's that face of determination after you've just got a call that you think is unfair.
As we've said many times this year, ball don't lie. Get that point right back. 6-4 Mustangs. Serve is long. Point to SMU. Seven to 4 in favor of the nation's 10th ranked team. Number 8 in the latest RPI. Also number 8 in this week's NCAA.com volleyball bracket projection. As Foster commits the service error. First of the day for SMU, while North Carolina State has had 6 of them.
Definitely North Carolina State needs to make sure that they clean it up behind the serving line to give them more opportunities than what they're getting right now.
Here's Allen. Okamore. No chance to go back and pick that one up. Okamore has 4 kills. That leads the Mustangs.
And the call on this one is that Lily Cropper was in the net. This is something so hard, especially for a middle, to make sure that their eyes are good, but also that they're not getting too tight, especially for the fast attacking.
Kill by Okamore, block error by Cropper there. Cullen nearly had it into the donut. but kept alive by Sky. Not that time.
Jams Wheeler, visibility on that ball is just elite. She saw that the block was set out pretty much on the pin and was able to attack that cross court.
Jams Wheeler draws back even in hitting percentage. 3 goes on this journey with SMU. She's gotten better every year and had the experience of a lifetime along the way. She will hand the baton off to this next group. This is the team that has helped the Mustangs get to national prominence. Jams Wheeler on the attack again, coming over towards our position. Leoniak able to keep it alive, and Wheeler with another chance. Long pass to Martina. They'll go right back to her. Tabron keeps it afloat. Wheeler. Continuation, another opportunity. NC State just has to send it over. Wheeler again, this time longest point of the night goes to the Wolfpack.
The hustle of both of these teams right now is unmatched. They're not letting any ball get to the floor without that determination.
Bayo. 8 assists for her so far. Bolton to Jams, keep feeding the hot hand. Rice off hands. She's up to 7 kills.
Speaking of hot hands, Rice is just that, and that's exactly what we expected coming into this match. As I said earlier, she was a key player in the last matchup between the SMU Mustangs and NC State.
15 kills to lead the Wolfpack that day, hit 242. Also had a team-leading 7 blocks. Point goes to the Wolfpack on the ace. First of the day for NC State. Cabello went over 1,000 career assists, reaching that milestone on opening weekend this season. Here's Okamore, met by the Raleigh Roofing Company, Leoniak and Cropper.
That block was picture perfect. They went over, they pressed on the net just at the right time. Really, SMU had no chance.
9-9. Chimay. Light touch into the middle.
Smart play by Chimay. After seeing the last couple of blocks that NC State was able to get, just going right over the block into that campfire right in the middle of the court.
Leads to Wheeler. 5 double-doubles for her on the season. Service error on that attempt. Second of the night for SMU. NC State has 6. Martina Leoniak will go back. Negative hitting percentage for her in 3 of the last 5 matches. Looking for a strong close to the regular season. Quick set to Okamore. Kept off the floor. Now Rice. Tabron thought she had the block, went back to celebrate for a brief moment, now trying to do it on the attack. Kept up by Cullen. Tabron. Diving play to keep it alive for Chimay. Rice met by the SMU wall.
The momentum in this gym right now from both of these teams is absolutely wild. Now they are getting very tired out from these long rallies, but it pays off at the end when you can make these monstrous plays.
May I make an amazing play? I shall. Finishing it up on the other side with Okamore and Tabron on the block. Cullen to Tabron. Thought they had it off hands. Immediately again calling for the challenge card. Discussion with Coach Erger and Coach Sorensen on that SMU bench, and it appears they will not issue it this time. The score will remain 11-11. Tie ball game in Dallas in set 2. Foster. The block continues to work for NC State. And Alex, key point in this, they're without their top middle blocker. Sophie Groom went down last time these teams played and hasn't been able to get back in the action.
And that's insane. They already have 8 blocks without their starting middle blocker, who's basically taken them throughout the whole season.
We saw Sophie Groom go down on the floor, grabbing her left knee in Raleigh when these teams first played. A season-ending injury. Leads the team with a .341 hitting percentage, but unavailable for this last stretch. And also if the Wolfpack will make it into the NCAA tournament.
On the other hand, they still have Jada Allen, their senior middle blocker, who leads the team in blocks, and she's really showing that tonight. She already has 6 blocks.
12-12 as Casey Badenhorst steps back. Couple of aces against Florida State back on November 17th. Last time she has registered one. Into the donut, point for NC State. Wolfpack back ahead.
And that's something that's almost in the volleyball handbook, is when you see that new server come in, you know that they're coming in cold off of the bench usually, so you try to tip on them or at least attack that way.
Here's Rice. First career double-double last match. Smart play behind the back, but SMU keeps that point going. Jada Allen ultimately putting it down. Couple of impressive efforts there by the Wolfpack.
Naomi Cabello is just a rock for this NC State team. She distributes the ball quite effortlessly, but also you got to watch out for her on the attack in the front row, as she's very aggressive with these setter dunks.
14-12 Wolfpack. Brizard picks up another point for NC State. They are the first of 15 here in set 2. They've scored the last 3. Timeout called by Sam Erger. NC State fighting for its life. Could already be in the field, but a win today over SMU would almost assure a spot for NC State in the NCAA tournament. Amanda Rice will be the one to carry them there.
She's leading both teams right now in kills with 7, and she's someone that this team is looking forward to giving the attack to, because in the hands of somebody else, so the best thing that they can do is control what they are doing on their side.
Well, all eyes are on them tonight, Alex. There are only 2 other games going on this evening. Everybody else is done for the year, so the committee can put almost their full attention on NC State and SMU.
And again, they need to be making that best case for themselves right now. Even if they don't get the win, they need to play extremely well, because that does count.
Brizard on the attack, pumping up the Wolfpack. 3-point NC State lead on the road in set 2 after the Mustangs took set 1 by a 25-15 count.
You can just see how aggressive Brizard is. She has really come alive in the second set.
Here's Sydney Daniels. 4 digs and an ace against Miami on Wednesday. Foster off the tape and down.
Maybe a little bit of an unconventional kill for Natalie Foster. You could see that feedback loop between her and Celia Cullen. Celia asking if there's anything else that she needs, and she said no. So I'm sure that they're going to remain doing the same thing for the rest of the set.
Foster already has an ace tonight to get up to 64 on the season. Best in SMU history. Keeps that one off Terra flags. Now here's Chimay. Diving in, Cabello can't keep it alive.
And one of head coach Sam Erger's favorite saying is repeat what works. We've seen Chimay get a pair of kills from this campfire tip, especially earlier in this game. Honestly, if I was her, I would continue to do it until NC State can pick it up.
Nice work.
SMU trailing by 1. Might be another one for Foster. No, kept alive. What effort by Leoniak. But Chimay knocks it down. Nothing the Wolfpack could do about that.
That line shot from Chimay is going to be extremely key for her as she goes into the tournament. It's just attack that's so fast. It's so hard for the defender to get their feet under them and pick it up.
Olivia Babcock today, by the way, 2 aces. That puts her at 66 on the season. Foster has 64 after her 1 tonight. So trailing by 2 for the ACC individual championship in that category. Mustangs go up 17-16, and NC State needs to talk it over. Stangs have scored 4 in a row.
The momentum is just going back and forth tonight, Chris.
Well, Nia Chimay will be honored in post-game ceremonies, part of this senior class. She showed up with the pieces, but a lot of people have that, Alex. She really learned how to take advantage of what she had to offer, found confidence in herself, and deep down maybe didn't understand when she got here how good she could be.
Nia Chimay is extremely athletic, but just putting those pieces together with having that natural-born athleticism, but also the technicality is super hard, and that's something that she's extremely humbled. So she may not even know how good she is, but everyone else around her knows how dominant she is.
I've lost count of how many times she's been to the broadcast table this year. A regular player of the game selection here on ACC Network. 17-16, the SMU lead coming out of the timeout. NC State still can't stop SMU going wide on the attack from Leoniak.
That's Leoniak's second error in a row. You can see her just trying to get that cross-court attack, but just barely missing the court.
2-point SMU lead, 18-16. Nearly had another ace for Foster. Leoniak kept it up. Tabron to Cullen and to Okamore. Nadie has 5 kills. That's tied for the team lead tonight. Chimay also has 5.
Something that you can see from these SMU middles as they are still establishing different attacks even this late in the season. Nadie Okamore usually doesn't hit that tight set right behind the setter, but she does it so effortlessly in this last attack.
I mentioned ice cream earlier when SMU went on an 8-0 run. Anytime the Mustangs go on a 7-point run or more, they get treated to a trip to the ice cream parlor. This run is 6, but they've already secured their sweet treat earlier tonight.
I remember when I played here at SMU, if we got 2 7-point runs, I was always trying to gamble with head coach Sam Erger to say, hey, can we, maybe we get a sweet treat today and tomorrow.
19-17, the SMU lead as Jada Allen misses the court. And Nia Chimay will put it in play. Chimay has 5 kills so far. She was held to 8 in the previous meeting with North Carolina State. The only one of the last 4 matches where she wasn't in double digits in that category. Point to the Wolfpack. That one's down and in. With a card coming out from Sam Erger, they'll review it. Lily Cropper.
The original call was in, point NC State. SMU is challenging that the ball was out.
That would be Cropper's first kill on the day. Now remember, she did not play against SMU when these teams met in Raleigh. She was gone due to a family emergency, so a different look for the Mustangs today. They hadn't seen Cropper in person yet. And they really needed her that day, Alex. With Sophie Groom going down, they looked down the bench and didn't see another middle blocker available since Cropper wasn't there. Had to adjust. Clara Vondren filled in the role, normally an outside hitter, but still able to push the Mustangs to 5 despite that issue.
And that's something that the head coaches had to plan for before the game.
Call is reversed. Point to SMU.
The call is reversed.
SMU retains their challenge.
Is out, and yeah, Alex, they looked ahead to that potential problem. You have to figure out, all right, if we have somebody goes down at this position, who's the next man up? And in this case, it was Clara Vondran filling it. Nia Shimei with SMU leading 21-17 following the reversal. Hard shot off of Cullen.
That's just Bryant's second kill of the Nia on 10 attack. She's hitting negative, but just trying to find her way off of those high hands.
SMU's lead is cut to 3. Naomi Cabello, second student athlete in Coach LeBay's time to reach that milestone we talked about, that SMU now at a 4-point lead as Nia Shimei had some runway.
As I said, Nia Shimei has really grown into her own pace. She's really running her own race right now, especially with these back row attacks where she's very efficient.
James Wheeler sends it over. Now a chance for Amanda Rice. 8 kills for her 22nd attack. They'll need to heat her up to mount a comeback here in the second set.
Rice is doing a great job of trying to manage when she feels like the set isn't there, and I think she did a little bit of that with this last attack.
Cullen feeding Okamore. With force, the Mustangs get to 23.
And nope, Okamore just went over that block into that deep corner for that slide attack. We saw her do the quick right behind Celia Cullen earlier in the set, and now the slide.
Here's Bolden. 23-19 SMU. Rice gets NC State into the red zone.
NC State is going to need to continue to feed Rice because right now she is almost in double-digit kills. That's her 9th kill, toppling over any other player on NC State.
Sky Stokes on service. Cullen back set to Okamore off the antenna. Points to the Wolfpack. They are within 2.
You can see that feedback loop there between Natalie Foster and Celia Cullen. Natalie Foster mouthing it was just a little wide, which is why you can see her hitting that antenna.
Stokes, long, set point for the Mustangs. Casey Badenhorst will check back in with a chance to end the set and put the Mustangs up 2-0. Mustang fans on their feet in Moody Coliseum. Badenhorst, the junior from Houston. Natalie Foster can't end the set there. Had an opportunity on the overpass.
Again, Jada Allen, something that sets her apart is her timing is so elite, especially to block and overpass is something that's so hard to do. The ball's coming from practically over your shoulder at the same time that you're jumping.
Big Red, too strong for NC State, and the Mustangs go up 2-0. A much 5 Central on ESPN and ESPN Plus. NC State hoping to see its name up on one of those brackets tomorrow. They feel good about the resume, but a win tonight would assure a spot for the Wolfpack, most likely into the field. They would need to do it with a reverse sweep, down 2-0 right now. NC State beating Miami on Wednesday, and talking to insiders, people who know the game, know what the committee's looking for. That may be the win that puts NC State into the field. They may not need a victory tonight, but a win would assure a spot for the Wolfpack.
They've definitely come in clutch late in this season, especially with that Miami win. Just hoping that tonight they can edge out the Mustangs to make even a better case. I think they would be undeniable if they won this game tonight.
1-1 SMU and NC State after the latest kill from Nia Chimay. She's up to 7. Able to hit it off hands and tool the block. It's Courtney Bryant. Still in negative hitting percentage so far. Her 3rd kill on 5 errors and 11 attacks. Now at the service line. Overpass from Tabron. Rice trying to take advantage of it, but Chimay is there to dig it out. Tabron knocked over. Now a chance for Foster. Dug up by Cabello. Here's Rice. Foster there to meet it. Tooling the block. NC State gets the point.
And you can see the knee slide there from Brizard. She is not giving up. She has been extremely aggressive. Even though she's just had 6 kills on the night, she has pulled herself out of a hole that she was in at the beginning of the game.
3-1 Wolfpack lead. Tabron off hands. Set up to the left side, and nothing Brizard could do there, but she has another opportunity. Gets it right at Nia Chimay for the Wolfpack point.
Of course, Brizard got the kill there, but I think something that we can respect is that she had the recycle right before this play, just giving her team another opportunity to get the ball up to her again, get a good set so that she could have that runway and attack that line.
Cullen feeds Tabron into the corner and down. Tabron's first kill.
That is not something that we usually see from Maya Tabron.
13 swings on the night, and finally kill number 1. Tabron coming into the night with 12 double-doubles on the year, but took some time to get going. We'll see if she heats up here in set 3.
Honestly, Chris, that's not even something that I noticed until you just mentioned it just now, because I think the SMU Mustangs are doing a great job of distributing the ball to the middles right now. So taking that load off the outsides, I don't even think she's gotten as many attacks as she normally does in games like this.
Lily Cropper, long. Cropper, the junior out of Ohio. Coach LeBay telling us that she has grown a lot in her confidence on the court. Quick set over to Allen. Wolfpack get the point. Creative work there by the offense.
From a middle, that is extremely smart and extremely efficient. Knowing that Celia Cullen was coming in, getting ready to set her offense, she just caught her off guard and could tip right behind her.
Rice at the service line. Foster on the attack. Brizard can't put it down. Now Cullen feeding Foster. Dug out by Bryant. Brizard again.
I think at the beginning of the game, we know that Rice was the go-to, but as of lately, it looks like Brizard is making her way up there, already having 8 kills.
Yeah, climbing the leaderboard. Rice has 10. Brizard just now 2 behind her, and her Wolfpack leading Diego. And what a dream scenario for her, Alex, going back home to California to play professionally.
That's something that one can almost only dream of, especially, you know, growing up, we didn't have those opportunities to play pro, many opportunities to play pro in the States, and now she gets to go back to her home state. Extremely exciting for her.
And Coach Erger in the transfer portal is looking for people who want to play professionally. She does not want Dallas to be the last stop for anybody, doesn't want it to be someone who wants to just come here, relax, and have a fun final year on the court. It's about growth. It's about getting to the next level, and Tabron stayed focused and remained in that space where she was looking at that dream, and it has paid off as she'll play for San Diego next season. Broussard on the attack, met by Okamore and Chimay.
There was no way that NC State could even cover that ball with the way that Chimay was penetrated across that net. She met it before it even crossed, practically.
Here's Foster. Her team trailing by 3 in set 3. Broussard again. They continue to feed her. Tabron to Jams Wheeler. Blocked by Cabello and Allen.
Allen has been a force at the net tonight. There's no question on why she is the team leader in block. She closes the block extremely well, which can give her pin hitters the confidence that they can press inside the court and know that she's going to be there.
11 blocks now for NC State. SMU has 6. Natalie Purdue back into the match, but they go to Okamore here. Cohen to Chimay. Chimay has 8 to lead SMU, while Cullen now has 21 assists. Leader in the ACC, Alex, well ahead of the second best in the conference, Cammie Miter out of Stanford.
I think the reason for this is simply her decision making. She sees the court, she sees the other blockers. The visibility is great, and she knows who to set up just at the right time.
Bryant denied. Another chance for her. Point to the pack. Bryant gets her 4th kill.
That is a great cross-court attack. Honestly, those SMU Mustangs were set up pretty good on the block, but she was able to see that she could just carve right inside of Nadie Okamore.
10-6, Wolfpack. Here's Natalie Purdue, can't get it through. Lily Cropper.
Earlier, we talked about how NC State needed to clean it up on the service line, but one thing they don't need to do is clean up these blocks. They are toppling over SMU, 12 blocks right now, and SMU only having 6.
Chimay gets it done.
Chimay is someone who is heating up late in this match. As we said earlier, she came out, got blocked a couple times, learned how to tool the block, maybe tip into the campfire a couple times, but her on this back row attack has been extremely efficient in this 3rd set.
Here's Natalie Purdue. Her role has changed on this team this season. Still enthusiastic, still bought in to what the Mustangs are trying to accomplish. Tabron wide the line.
You can see Tabron struggling a little bit right now, just trying to find different shots that she can take. But I must say, Ellie Bolton is getting a lot of digs in the back row. She's doing a great job of giving Celia Cullen a couple of different options for her offense.
Gentry Lamoran, one of SMU's 4 captains, into the match for the first time tonight. Cabello sends it in right at Lamoran coming off the bench to Chimay. Long.
And you can see Celia Cullen right now saying next point. That's okay. That was a great attack by Nia Chimay. Just barely missed the court because she was going up and being super aggressive.
13-7 Wolfpack. Here's Okamore, and the block party continues for the visitors from Raleigh.
One thing I want to commend NC State on right now is Naomi Cabello.
That it's expanded to 12 teams. The NCAA volleyball bracket much bigger. 64 teams advancing. The Wolfpack hoping to be among them. Squarely on the bubble entering this week. Here's Okamore. Rice. Wide of the line. Point to SMU.
That was honestly another great attack by Rice, just barely missing that cross-court attack.
SMU, for its part, knows it's in the field, but you want every possible advantage you can get as the committee finalizes the bracket tonight. Closing out the season with a 10-game winning streak would be big for SMU, as potentially looking at going one seed line higher than the committee feels they belong right now. Potential to finish with 25 wins overall and 17 wins in the ACC, as that one goes wide on service. The ACC overall projected to have 8 teams in the NCAA volleyball tournament field. That's according to Wednesday's projection on NCAA.com. NC State snubbed in that projection. They have added a win over Miami since then. Would need a reverse sweep to win over SMU tonight, and they are fighting hard here in set 3 to extend it. The lead is now 16-9 off the latest attack from Brizard.
A saying in volleyball is hit hard and good things happen, and I think Brizard has just mastered that. She has hit high hand, she's hit off the block, and even through the block in the set.
Here's Lily Cropper. Lamarand on the overpass, and Rice takes advantage.
The Wolfpack is doing a great job right now of, again, just attacking those players who may not have gotten as much playing time as the starters and are also coming off that bench a little bit cold. They're not giving them any time to get accustomed to this play right now.
Natalia Newsom fresh into the match as well. High flyer, freshman from here in the Metroplex. She went to Arlington Martin High School. Cropper putting it back in play. Purdue to Cohen, and on to that high flying freshman. Brizard dug out by Natalie Purdue. Chimay sends it over. Big red on the attack. Another big dig from Purdue. And Chimay can't end it. Brizard. Whistle comes. Point to NC State.
You'll see there that SMU's discipline just got them a little bit in the net. That's something that you can see with these longer rallies. Believe that was Natalia Newsom, but before we saw her with a great attack, that's something that SMU is looking for her to come in and is give them a new look for the middle hit.
3 consecutive points scored by the Wolfpack. NC State leads 18-9. Wide on the attack for SMU, and it's a 10-point advantage now for NC State.
NC State is doing a great job of staying disciplined and letting SMU make their own errors.
Cohen to Chimay, off hands and down. Mustangs end a 4-0 Wolfpack run.
What you can see here is that when the SMU pass is broken down just a little bit, they put Chimay on the outside because they know that she can hit those out-of-system balls because she is just such a versatile player.
Maya Tabron will put it in play. 32 aces for her. Second most on the team behind Natalie Foster. Her service run ends in a hurry.
And that'll be Rice's 12th kill of the night. She's doing a great job with those cross-court attacks, coming in super aggressive, giving herself a great runway.
20-10, NC State. Trailing 2-0. Nia Chimay right at Rice. Her 11th kill.
Right now, it feels like a battle of the right sides. You have Nia Chimay, that's her 11th kill of the night. Rice having 12 kills. They're both their go-to for their respective teams at the moment.
Natalie Foster trailing Olivia Babcock by 2 aces on the ACC leaderboard. Babcock's regular season is done. She picked up a pair of aces today. The Dallas Roofing Company is in business on Saturday night.
Speaking of pro players, Nadie Okamore did get an invite to go to a training camp for one of those Pro Federation volleyball teams. Definitely can see why here. She has that determination, is continuing to grow with each game.
Foster with SMU trailing by 8. Service error, only the 4th of the night for SMU. NC State has much tougher time from the line. They have 14 service errors. But able to clean it up here in set 3, leading to a 21-12 advantage. Nia Chimay with maybe the fastest laser we've seen tonight from anybody.
And she is heating up just at the right time. She saw that seam in between the block. The middle blocker wasn't able to close it because it was such a fast set, and she just really dominated that.
Here we go.
Mustangs trailing by 8. Bryant denied by Ellie Bolton. Free ball. Knocked off of Purdue. Big swing by Jada Allen.
One thing that head coach Lucas Slube said earlier this week was in the Miami game, they just did the right things at the right time, and I believe that's exactly what's happening in this set.
22-13. Wolfpack closing in on picking up a 3rd set victory.
Good job, Sky. Yeah, high.
Bryant can't force it through the block.
Nadia Okamore will lead with 4 blocks for this Mustangs team on the night.
Here's Purdue. 5 aces on the season, most recent coming against Virginia Tech at the start of this month.
Meet R1S. Meet room for 7. Meet 410 miles of range. Meet electric adventure. Meet Rivian.
Goes out of bounds, point Pack.
NC State is doing a really great job of trying to tool off that block, and I mean, if you try it so much, it's going to happen. In the last couple of points, you've seen both Okamore and Cullen come in for the block, but just not being able to put it all together for this last one.
Cabello on service. Bolton finding Lamarand. Brizard met. And now sent back over by Okamore. Rice. Here's Bolton feeding Lamarand. Too strong. Set point for NC State. Cabello can close out set 3 for North Carolina State. Service reception error from Lamarand, and Cabello picks up the ace. Mustangs fall in. Of all those other liberos that SMU is looking at in the portal, no surprise she was voted captain, kicking it up the floor to avoid an ace. Talia Newsom flying in. Now Bolton bringing it up to Cullen and to Chimay, going down the line. It's in, hitting that right side.
Great thumb down attack by Chimay. You can see her really looking at that block to see where she can attack. The NC State block was formed up great for a cross-court attack, so that's why she had to go around it and go down that line.
1-0 SMU. We're in set 4 at Moody Coliseum. Amanda Rice leads NC State with 12 kills, but that attempt goes wide.
Amanda Rice has been so great for them tonight, leading the team with 12 kills, 2 blocks, but just hitting 147.
Cullen. Now Rice again at Purdue, and a point for the Pack.
Rice does a great job of trying to mix up her hits. We saw her go line in the last attack, but not this one. She doesn't want to miss it again, so she attacks that seam in between the middle blocker.
2-1 Ponies. Cullen to Tabron. Can't put it down in bounds. Tied at 2.
And Tabron just has 1 kill on the night, with something that I have personally never seen. She leads the team in double-doubles on the season with 12, so I expected her to come in and dominate on the hitting side. Seems like she's just struggling a little bit, but she does have 10 digs.
Purdue can't keep that one up, and it's a service ace for Courtney Bryant. Mustangs scored the first 2 in this set. Wolfpack have countered, scoring the next 3. Cullen to Chimay. Continuation. And a chance for Tabron. Another opportunity for SMU. This time, it's Newsome, the high-flying freshman.
When the Mustangs put in Newsome, they try to find her on any perfect attack that they have, because she is such a high explosive hitter with a fast arm swing.
She is now up to touching 10-11 here in her rookie year on the Hilltop. 3-3. Brizard. Now here's Jams Wheeler on senior night for her. She has 4 kills.
It's a really great attack by Jams Wheeler, trying to find those high hands. She had a great runway and a great set by Celia Cullen to make sure she went off the tops of the fingertips into that deep corner.
We talked about the drafted players and those invited to camps. Wheeler could easily be among that group. She does not have a desire to play pro, but that does not mean she hasn't been fully dedicated to SMU this season. 4-3 Mustangs. Wheeler there to push it back. Now to the other side for Brizard. It's down, and Brizard has 11 kills.
Again, Brizard may have had a slow start, but she's been doing extremely well as of lately with her cross-court attack. Libero Ellie Bolton might need to push herself a little bit outside towards that line, since she has hit that quite a couple times.
4-4, make it 5-4. NC State down for an ace. Lily Cropper giving North Carolina State its 4th ace on the night. Jams Wheeler met at the net by Big Red.
Rice is just an extremely disciplined player. She waits for that ball and makes sure that her left hand is just pressed over that net for that cross-court attack from Jams Wheeler.
Her 3rd block. She had 7 against SMU, and these teams met in Raleigh. Rice had to pick up some of the slack with injuries as NC State adjusted its system. Last match picking up 19 kills, 20 digs. First career double-double, getting more opportunities as the Wolfpack moved to a system that allowed Rice to have those chances. A lot of misfortune for this Wolfpack team the last week plus with their health. They've lost 2 starters for the season, turning to bench players who are hungry for opportunities. Rice has been steady all year long. Can't get that through the Mustang blockers, though. Nadie Okamore is there alongside Jams.
And that is Nadie Okamore's 5th block of the night. She's been doing a phenomenal job of just making sure that that block is closed so that her pins can feel extremely confident about reaching inside of the court.
We'll clean up some condensation before Foster goes back to work. Naomi Cabello having a conversation with our up official, Rachel Rodriguez. It has concluded. 6-6. Natalie Foster, 2-time all-conference selection in the American for Wichita State, and stepped her game up even more in the ACC. Amanda Rice, the senior for NC State. She wants to go out strong.
We saw Rice go cross court for her last few attacks, but she's not shying away from that line right now, finding extreme power behind her arm.
And I'll rephrase that, Alex. She wants to go out strong in the regular season. She wants to make sure NC State does not go out at all tonight. Wants to see the Wolfpack continue into the postseason next week.
And again, it seems like every time Rice takes a swing, Chimay is there for an answer on the next play.
Chimay will check out in favor of Casey Badenhorst with the Mustangs in pack, tied 7-7. Badenhorst, 15 aces on the season. Primarily a serving sub all year long. And Ava Brazard able to tool the block. She had 14 kills in SMU's win over NC State in Raleigh 8 days ago, and now 12 here in Dallas. We find her at the service line. Going long and back to that problem that NC State had in a big way in the first 2 sets. Now 16 service errors. Here's Wheeler. Out. Only the 5th service error of the night for SMU. Mustangs have put the ball in play. Only 1 ace is surprising, though.
Very surprising, especially when you have someone named Natalie Foster on your team.
Beating Maya Tabron. Nothing that Sky Stokes could do about that.
And that'll just be her 2nd kill of the night. It seems like she keeps going for those high hands to find those fingertips, as we've seen it a couple times, not go her way, just outside of the court.
Here's Bolton. 4 digs for her this evening. Able to control what looked like it might have been an overpass initially. Going long over towards the NC State bench on the attack from Chimay. She has a team best .375 hitting percentage before that swing. It'll dip a bit after the attack error.
And she already has a double-double tonight with 14 kills and 10 digs. Definitely been a rock for this SMU team.
Bettering her total from Wednesday when SMU swept Florida State. She may have 13 kills that day. That high-flying freshman comes in to the picture again. She's just floating.
Not only is it Natalia Newsom a high flyer, she is extremely quick on the attack, and that is a combination that no blocker wants to see.
10-10 after the former Martin Warrior puts it to the floor. Bryant dug out by her cousin, jams Wheeler. Go to the middle for Cropper. Now Tabron, fed by Bolton. Can't put it down in bounds. Point Wolfpack. It's 11-10.
You can see Tabron just struggling a little bit, trying to find out where her best attack is tonight. She's tried high hands, hit outside the court, that cross court and hit outside the court. I can imagine she's going to be still trying to try out a couple different things to get that kill.
Nia Chimay can't get it past the NC State defense. Rice was there.
And NC State is doing considerably better than SMU in that one area. They have 15 blocks in the night, while SMU only has 9.
2 so far in this 4th set. Miss hit by Chimay. What caused that, Alex?
I think the team just needs to come together and reset, and that's what you can see here in the huddle. They're getting a little bit frazzled. I think they feel the pressure on them in this 4th set, especially after a 3rd set where they lost by quite a big margin.
NC State has scored 3 straight. Feeding Newsom nearly ended that run. They'll go right back to her. Able to tool the block.
Natalia Newsome has been time and time again a spark for this team coming off of the bench. Every time she comes in, they're looking for her on that quick attack because she is such a quick kill.
Okay, I'm really excited to see what Newsome does next season and the years beyond. The only thing I don't like, I won't have the alliteration anymore starting next year. High-flying sophomore doesn't work quite as well.
Right.
Nice Chimay on the attack. Here's Brizard. She had some juice behind that.
And that was quite a unique kill. You could see the SMU defense kind of ducking because it looked like it was going to go out, but just with that power that she had, finding that ball on the way down, barely clipped the inside of the court.
Cullen feeding Newsome again, just levitating for the Mustangs.
4 kills on 7 attempts. She is just such a quick killer. Her on the front A-ball and the B-ball is just so good.
And Cullen is up to 33 assists on the night, topping her total from Wednesday. She had 32 when the Mustangs beat the Seminoles. Too strong from Foster. And NC State is the first of 15 in set 4, trying to force a 5th and decisive set on the hilltop in the AAA tournament next week here at Moody Coliseum, while North Carolina State just hoping to get in to that NCAA bracket that'll be revealed tomorrow. Point to the Mustangs, a violation by NC State.
That's something that you don't see very often, is a net call in the middle of a play.
Here's Batenhorst coming back off the bench to go to the service line. And she picks up the ace.
That was extremely clean serve by Batenhorst. Just looking at it in person, it barely went over the net, was extremely flat. Great serve.
16th ace on the season for her. Only the second so far tonight for SMU. Natalie Foster had one. Off the tape. Chance for Brizard. Brizard with hard high fives to her teammates as NC State goes back up by 2.
Brizard has attacked that cross-court time and time. Again, she's really doing a great job of staying aggressive, but barely pinning the line.
Brizard on service. Now Cullen to the back row for Chimay. Hard hit from Bryant, but met by the SMU defense. The call goes against SMU. Point to the pack.
We'll see another net call, but this time in favor of NC State.
3-point lead for the visitors. Golden across to Jams Wheeler. Here's Rice down in the corner. Great placement from the senior opposite.
One thing I think we're seeing right now from this NC State team is that they're just being more aggressive than the SMU Mustangs. You see a lot of turn heads from the Mustangs on the defense, hoping that that ball is out. So NC State is really just making sure that they put the ball on their side of the court and letting SMU make their own errors.
4-point lead for North Carolina State, and Ava Brizard has been top-notch tonight. She matched her kill total from Wednesday's win for NC State over Miami, 14, and still a lot left to do.
Hitting 294, as again she had a little bit of a slower start, but as of late it has been just helping them make those aggressive plays.
Allen among that senior class you just saw, the first true recruit for Lucas LeBay and this North Carolina State staff, as that one is long on service. The interesting thing about that recruiting process for Allen coming to Raleigh, they brought her in during COVID, never actually saw her play in person before getting that commitment. 3-point NC State lead. Can't add to it there. Wheeler digs it out. Now Tabron. Feeding to the other side for Bryant. And the Wolfpack keep up this strong fourth set. Remember, set one, they lost by 10. The Mustangs flat out dominated. Played much better in set two, only losing by 3. And the Wolfpack with an 11-point win in that third set, leading by 4 in set 4. Nice Chimay down on that back line.
That is one of those kills. If you give Chimay that huge runway on the back row attack, the defense needs to back up because she's hitting it so aggressively that it's going to go deep in the court. A great job, and she was able to hit in between the seams as well.
Ellie Bolden, one of the 4 captains on this SMU team. She'll be honored post-game as part of the senior night ceremonies. This is Courtney Bryant. 6 double-doubles for her on the season. Still a lot to do to get there, but she does have 8 kills tonight. Also 5 digs.
Speaking of seam, she was able to see that seam between Natalia Newsom and Celia Cullen and just attack it.
Wolfpack into the red zone. 20-16. Tabron has been held to only 2 kills so far tonight. And the Wolfpack continue to wow everyone here in Dallas. Cullen diving, unable to pick it up. Then Rice with her 16th kill off of Caballo's 36th assist. Crowd getting loud, hoping to back up the Mustangs and force an error. They cannot do that. Down for an ace.
That would be their 5th service ace of the night.
Cabello again. Getting it to Newsom. Recycled by the Mustangs, and Tabron sending it across. Stokes with the dig. Now Bryant, and hit over from the floor by Stokes. Again to Bryant. Great defense by Bolton. And Tabron try to capitalize. Can't do so here. Rice continues her stellar performance. 17 kills. Timeout, Sam Erger and SMU. Wolfpack have scored the last 4.
I think the biggest difference right now between the Wolfpack and SMU is that the Wolfpack is really
Get to meet the players, hang out, see where the Mustangs will be playing next week. You know it'll be in Dallas, but it's a matter of who will be coming to Big D to face the Mustangs in the first and second round, and who's across the bracket. Where could the Mustangs go in the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 on the road to Louisville? Out of the timeout with NC State leading 23-16. Cullen feeding Newsom and down. Not the usual firepower we see from the freshman, but it works just as well.
Natalia Newsom really is just so impressive because that's not something you see. A lot of time you see freshmen coming in trying to dominate the hit, get the quick kill, swing at anything, but she knew that that was a smart attack to go right in the campfire where they weren't.
Here's Cullen. Lifted up and nearly to the floor for Cropper. Tabron denied. Cropper and Rice teaming up at the net, and NC State 1 point away from sending us to a 5th set on the Hilltop. (24-17). Newsom able to put that ball across, comes down on the other side of the net. Mustangs still alive.
And that's the great thing about her, again, is that she is just able to be super quick on that attack, Celia Cullen's tempo is almost perfect. Make sure that she can beat the blockers every time.
Gentry Lamoran on service. Mustangs needing a huge comeback. Won't get it as the ball goes into the net. And NC State now potentially can get a reverse sweep here in Dallas.
She's making jokes with the assistant coaches as we speak.
Underway in the 5th set. Playing to 15 here in this decisive frame. And NC State gets point 1. Naomi Cabello at the service line. Wolfpack looking for a signature victory to leave a huge final impression on the NCAA Volleyball Committee and assure a spot, almost assure a spot in the NCAA tournament. Can't speak for those committee members, of course. Courtney Bryant trying to make sure that the committee has a great final look at this team. All eyes on this one. One of only 4 matches still being played on this final day of the regular season. Nothing Wolfpack. Natalie Foster pancaked up by Daniels. Here's Tabron able to tool the block. Well, a great defensive effort by Daniels, but SMU perseveres.
And that is just Tabron's 3rd kill of the night. But if they can get her heated up in this set, that will be pivotal for SMU, as they only have 1 player right now, Nia Chimay, in double digits.
Celia Cullen in her usual role as quarterback, 38 assists so far tonight. 2 players in double digits with Diggs. Tabron has been helping in that category. She leads SMU with 11. Chimay has 10. Another gnarly play from the Wolfpack for Stokes. Now Chimay, nothing the Wolfpack could do there as this future pro puts it to the floor.
And Chimay with the conviction on this kill. She saw the split in between the block and really went in and attacked it. You can see how her teammates are rallying around her right now.
Draft pick of the Grand Rapids Rise. Here's Courtney Bryant, dug out by Brooke Frazier. Newsom able to tool the block for the Mustang point. Newsom has 7 kills now coming off the bench.
Again, the balls that Celia Cullen is dishing to Natalie Newsom are just so quick that it's so hard for the blockers on NC State's side to make sure that they can be pressed on the block before she attacks the ball.
3-2 Mustangs. Rice able to pick up the point and add to her team best. Now 18 kills. She had 19 on Wednesday when NC State beat Miami. One of the signature wins for this Wolfpack program. A victory over SMU would be much bigger on that resume. Huge headline. Nia Chimay trying to make sure that is not possible for the Pack.
And it really is the battle of the right sides. As we said, once again, we see a Rice kill and then a Chimay kill. And I expect we'll see the same for the rest of the set.
Here's Tabron. Her team leading by 1. Amanda Rice. 4-4, as tight as it can get in this decisive 5th set.
A senior, Rice really is showing her maturity right here with remaining her composure, but also showing up when the team needs her most.
Here's Cropper. Chimay, light touch. NC State keeps it alive, but a free ball now for SMU, and right back to Chimay. Off hands to the pony point.
Chimay is pulling all the tools out of her toolbox right now. We have seen her hit line, cross court. We've seen her hit the split, and then just now off of high hands. SMU is really looking to her right now to be that rock offensively, as she's still the only player in double digits. 18 kills, hitting 250.
Off the fingertips of Leoniak. And the Mustangs have a 5-4 lead. Foster dealing from the line. Rice doing the same on the attack for NC State tonight.
And that'll be her 20th kill. Rice is 4th in the ACC in points per set, 8th in the ACC in kills per set, and we can see why here. She definitely is the go-to player for NC State.
That matches her season high, Alex. Now the 3rd time this season she's had 20 kills. Did it at Florida State and at Wake Forest. 5-5. Brizard gets it down.
Brizard has such a fast and strong arm that she is able to just power through that block time after time.
The most animated player on the floor for NC State. Into the net. Tied again, now at 6.
And that'll be their 18th service error, and SMU only has 7. They're definitely going to have to clean it up behind the service line.
Here's Nia Chimay shining on senior night with 19 kills, does commit the service error. And Brizard has a chance. 15 kills for her. She's hitting .314. Jams Wheeler. Well done by Bryant. And the Wolfpack now up by 2. These teams will change sides.
Chris, when I'm looking at the stats right now, a lot of them are neck and neck, but the things that are setting NC State apart from SMU right now are their blocks. They have 16 to SMU's 9. But what's setting SMU apart is those service errors.
NC State trying to play clean here in set 5. The NCAA tournament bracket will come out tomorrow. A win by NC State will almost assuredly put the Wolfpack into the field. SMU knows they're in, but you can never pad the resume enough, Alex.
Nady Okamore right there trying to make sure that she is certain that this team wins this game. We saw her a lot at the beginning of the match, but she definitely needs to come alive in this set.
Jams Wheeler puts it in play. Jada Allen going on the attack. Hadn't heard from her in a while, but she picks up a critical kill.
Definitely was just about to say that she has been silent for a little while there, but that is her 6th kill on 11 attacks.
Sky Stokes. Going to Okamore. The wall is there for NC State. Bryant and Cropper.
That's a ball where Nady Okamore was trapped a little bit. You can see that it was a great setup by the middle and the outside on NC State.
SMU won the first 2 sets tonight. Wolfpack 5 points away from a reverse sweep on the road at Moody Coliseum. Brooke Frazier enters to serve for SMU. SMU only had 1 libero working through much of this match, but now 2 in the red jerseys with Bolton and Frazier, which has been the norm for SMU throughout most of conference play. Rice down in the corner, off balance, incredible placement.
It was. You can see that Rice there didn't have much of a runway, so it seemed like she was just trying to manage that ball and keep it in, but definitely looking at SMU to make those errors on their side themselves.
Here's Naomi Cabello. NC State leading 11-8. Playing to 15 here in set 5. Cullen, smart play, gets it down.
And the call on the play will be a lift.
Cullen back on service as Coach Slabay pleading his case.
Now serving number 3, Celia Cullen.
Cullen ready to roll. Bryant denied to Chimay. Chance for Bryant again. Newsom and Chimay will not be denied tonight.
Chimay did a great job again of just making sure she was elevating and penetrating at just hit 200 already when they've held most people at 177 or under.
Out of the timeout, Celia Cullen. Now Rice trying to will her team to a reverse sweep victory in Dallas.
And you can see the determination in her eyes. She had a slow to fast approach and just saw how wide open that line was. Really smart attack by Rice.
Courtney Bryant with her team 3 points away from a win. Tabron sent back by Cropper. Newsom denied as well. All Tabron can do is send it over. Free ball for NC State. Rice. Newsom was there to send it back.
And the clutch player herself, Natalia Newsom, coming in to close that block. Her timing was immaculate on that, just really waiting on Rice's attack.
Block assist by Newsom and Tabron puts the SMU Mustangs within 1 of North Carolina State. Casey Batenhorst re-enters. Had an ace earlier. Here's Rice at Frazier. Brizard continues. Here's Chimay off hands. Tied at 12 in set 5.
And this is such a tight game. You can see both the SMU Mustangs and the Wolfpacks extremely locked in, trying to make sure that they have the cleanest touches ever, trying to better that ball. And Nia Chimay was able to do just that, going off of the high hands.
Natalie Purdue re-enters for SMU. The grad student from Richardson transferred to Dallas after beginning her career with the Arkansas Razorbacks. Part of that senior night celebration. It'll be much more joyous if the Mustangs can win this one. NC State, though, with a 1-point lead.
NC State is siding out right now at a 61%. And I think the big reason for that is Amanda Rice. They're looking at her as their go-to. And SMU should definitely start to look to see if they need to cheat their blockers over there to stop her.
Purdue sent back by NC State. And the Wolfpack 1 point away from a win over the nation's 10th ranked team. Let's take a look at the latest coaches poll from the AV. That may be enough to carry the Wolfpack into the tournament, but a win over SMU today almost certainly would put NC State into the field of 64, and they're 1 point away from doing just that. 14-12, Wolfpack. Nearly had the ace to finish off the Mustangs. Rice can't get it past Jams Wheeler. Mustangs still alive.
And Jams Wheeler would try to keep them alive. She had to manage that ball in the play before. It was extremely high outside of the antenna. Really easy for her to make an error on that attack, but she decided to manage it right into the court, give them another opportunity, and did a great job with pressing on that block.
Timeout called by the Wolfpack as it's still match point for NC.
Displayed early on in this set.
There was no message, not much to say, just go battle. Enough talking. Time to go beat the number 10 team in the nation. And they are on the verge of doing just that. But SMU has the best server in program history at the line now.
Something very interesting is that they're keeping Natalie Foster back there right now. She does have the best serve on this SMU team, but also since it's the best serve, it does come with more errors. Foster will put it in play. Her team trailing by 1. It is match point for the Wolfpack. Amanda Rice trying to finish off the Mustangs. Can't do it there. Can't do it on the second chance. They go to the other side this time for Bouchard. It's long. We are tied and going to extra points in set 5. Unless NC State has a successful challenge, the Wolfpack bring out that bright green card.
The original call was out. NC State is challenging that there was a touch.
The Boo Birds rain down here in Moody Coliseum, but how can anybody possibly think any less of Coach LeBet?
The call will stand. Ball is out.
SMU
NC
keeps
State
the point.
loses the challenge. Point to SMU.
Tied at 14 in set 5. Could not ask for more drama in Dallas here on Saturday nights to close out the regular season. Natalie Foster goes back to the line. 64 aces on the season. Rice blocked by Okamore and Wheeler. The Mustangs 1 point away from a win on senior night.
And we have just seen James Wheeler come alive on that block, specifically in these last 2 plays. I think this SMU team knows that NC State is looking for Rice on the attack.
15-14 Mustangs in set 5. Foster nearly had the ace. Broussard able to hit it off of Chimay, and it goes down. Point to the Pack.
And we will go into what players call volleyball overtime right now. It's really setting the scoreboard straight, just the first team to 2 points.
15-15. Got to win by a pair. Here's James Wheeler from the back line towards that NC State bench. And again, it's match point for NC State.
Such a difficult play for James Wheeler. That was an out-of-system ball, and she was off the net. Tried to manage it, just barely hit outside that court.
NC State looking for its biggest win of the year on the final day of the regular season. Beat Miami on Wednesday. Now 1 point away from taking down SMU. Chimay can't get it across. Now here's Wheeler on the tape. Point, Pack. NC State with a signature victory.